captains lining up the coin toss December, and as is so often the case in Spanish football, marked by P. So with Jordi Alba, Messi plays it back to the fullback. Surgery, Ousmane Dembele also absent through injury. So Real. Here's Messi. Darwin Machis with a challenge.
Occasion that's possible, and he's being used more than he has done for some.
Here now looking to line up a shot, and it's a save from Rui Silva. Still the ball not completely.
You can see German Sanchez there crashing in, and Messi slides it into Ansu Fati. Drops his shoulder. It's a really
quick there. He actually attempt 24 pass into the feet of Messi, who brilliantly evades the challenge of Gonalons and slides it into the centre. Now Ansu Fati with a second opportunity.
Chance for Ansu Fati under pressure, away from 2 or 3 defenders. Eventually resolved a spell of possession, and again the change of pace and tempo in the attack.
To Messi, who brings it under control. Darwin Machis pursuing the Argentinian.
Him being at the club, much more determination to play it out the back end, and you can see the change in style in just a few days of Kike.
Rakitic just keeping Granada guessing, but it will be Messi.
Possibly Rui Silva, I think, guesses correctly, doesn't he? And probably has it covered if it does.
Harder custodian, as that one. 7 fouls committed inside the.
You could argue it's a back 2 as opposed to a back 4, because the fortune
of 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, whichever way you want to look at it. But free kick on that occasion, says the referee. Here's Messi, who turns and starts running towards the.
Start players making a 70-yard run back and tracking back, doing some defending.
To Diaz, who threw himself in the way of that effort. Messi picked
Victor Diaz. Domingos Duarte gets out there to make life difficult for Lionel Messi. And
Billy currently out. Here is Messi bustling his way through the Granada rear guard and looking to get
ball under control because of the wind, but certainly this player, the number 10, doesn't have anything difficult.
Side, ball into the centre. Messi just unable to control. Messi into the feet of Griezmann, receives it. Griezmann and Messi, as that ball is played for now. Jordi Alba across the face of goal.
Fouquier doesn't get a touch. I think Fati has got an eye on Fouquier and is trying to have
him to the ground.
Yep, Yanateki was close as well, but then we see Alba.
Even Fouquier, no foul. Oh, Messi does ever so well on the ground and then goes round. Gonna look like he'd done his job and won the ball back, and Messi it was who continued to bat. Lays it off to him. Now it's Messi trying to steer. Here's Messi looking for another way through for the hosts as Busquets a distance. This time actually joined on and finds Messi, who's dropping deeper and deeper. Here's Lionel, caught in possession by a quick thinking Umtiti. Here's Messi, and again that
at the moment.
We'll see if he's happy after this latest move as Nada begin to backtrack. Messi lays it off. Griezmann came when he joined Atletico under Diego Simeone.
Managed to get the attempt in on goal, because important stage of the game when you've been working as hard as they have done, you can lose.
Has now played for Spain under 21s, and there have been calls.
Touch. There's no contact.
Bissau came over at a very young age to sign for Sevilla's U team as the Messi across to corner taken short once more. Side to Ansu. And then a glorious threaded ball. Goalkeeper decide on for goal there, Terry.
No, he should have crossed it first time. He beats the offside trap. It's
Fords. Busquets up and over the top for Messi, who
happens so many times over the years that Barcelona just before half-time do to have a break at half-time. They're working so hard.
Alba has some space, and there's Lionel Messi, and it's wide of the mark.
They're in on the same wavelength. He actually isn't even looking at Messi. It's a no-look cut, but he's got options, but the only option in his mind is glancing across
the side on various occasions, and Ricky was well to steer himself away from Aziz and lay it off. Messi now.
They're still 0-0 at this stage of the game.
They starts running towards Fouquier, lays it back to the number 10. It's Messi who strikes. And
very close, but Messi just curls it. He has it covered. Is he going to get there? If it is,
but just as in the first half, half a metre off target. Second half that they didn't have in the opening 45 minutes, but as it is, it's Barca on the... Messi going for goal from a chance almost out of nothing, and there's the ball in behind Ansu.
Yep, he should hold his run. It's not the best defensive line.
There's what you were talking about in the first half, Terry. Griezmann into Messi, who's buffeted and moves in the centre. Messi. Path of Messi, who has three players alongside him, back into the path of Granada. As we just see that.
The clock's ticking by, 20-25 minutes has gone, and you start to out towards the far post.
Here's Ansu back into the path of Messi. Whenever those long balls do head across the halfway line.
Here is the key.
Here's Messi. A very familiar run towards the edge of the area. There's Setien with his assistant, Sarabia. A signal to those who are in the B team or give it back into the centre. He plays it into the body of Victor Diaz, but he... Playing down that left, Messi sets off on a run.
Similar role as Jordi Alba.
Messi.
Barcelona, 1 or 2 frustrations from the...
Perhaps an opportunity.
Well, it doesn't look too much of a foul, if I'm being honest, on Lionel Messi.
Yep. First this one up. And it took a deflection. Looks across field, plays it short for Messi. A real scare for the Blaugrana.
Oh, very much.
But he palmed it away. Messi with the up and up. Rakitic. Messi back to... Messi brings it down. Finds...
It just needs to be quicker from Barcelona, doesn't it? We're talking about the possession. They've got a lot.
Angelareda there, just trying to squeeze it forward. Messi tripped, and the referee has been booked, Terry. Perhaps slightly daft.
Yeah, I don't think he can have any...
It's off in the 70th minute of the game. That challenge there on Messi. Busquets to Messi. Again, another challenge. Quique Setien living up to what he's the ball. Is Piqué. Messi goes back to attempt one long-range shot in the first half. He hasn't tried his luck in the second. 10 yards, 15 yards outside the Granada penalty area. Busquets, Ansu Fati, Messi. Out wide. Now Sergio Roberto Vidal. Trying to find Messi, eventually it does. Ball quickly manoeuvred and Messi flicked forward. Vidal, Messi in the centre, oh, there it is, passing it into the goal. 75.5 minutes played, and finally we have the breakthrough here in Camp Nou, and it's Messi from 12 yards out, and it's 1-0 to Barcelona.
And it's with their persistence in going through the centre of attack. Ricky Puig does well, the young player. He's the player that wins possession back to good.
Difficult for Granada now, of course, because Puig back to Messi, or back to Busquets even. Griezmann rolls it back to Messi. Alba stays wide. Thought he was going to try his luck. Instead, the shot does come in, and it's from...
He's been guessing all night the right way to go, to goal off at the right time. An attempt, Busquets driving into the attacking position on that occasion. 5, 6, 7 minutes to go. You can try and be a bit more offensive.
Short to Messi.
Got the goal now, and it's given Barcelona the lead. They're playing against Real Betis, so I mean, he certainly will be feeling a little bit more
beaten.
Yep, and there are senior players on the bench as well, like Sir Clement Long.
Busquets out wide, Messi sticking to that right-hand side. 1-2.
Difference, doesn't it?
Here's Messi slaloming again through the area. I use that phrase.
He's an effective player, Arturo Vidal. There's no doubt in that.
He's the group. Here's Messi looking to steer himself away from Ricky Puig. Messi trying to pick out Busquets. Messi again out wide for Jordan. There's Lionel Messi across to Ricky. Real technical close headers. Messi trying to just won the ball back with a comfortable tackle. Puig with the layoff goes to ground.
Experienced, world-class senior international players that have won trophy after.
Back for Aldur. Messi to Puig. Messi clips it over, but well won back. Only Griezmann in the penalty area. In an offside position currently.
The process, it's going to take some fine-tuning.